Good evening, and welcome to my Bible study. For those of you who are new this evening, last week we concluded Leviticus chapter 26. So, as those of you who have been following along will know, we will conclude Leviticus with chapter 27, and next week we will pick up with Numbers chapter 1. So this is the finale of Leviticus, so to speak. Thank you for joining this evening as we bring Leviticus to conclusion. So if you're seated and comfortable, let's begin our Bible reading for tonight with Leviticus chapter 27, Rules Concerning Assessments. Again, the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the sons of Israel and say to them, when someone makes an explicit vow, he shall be valued according to your assessment of persons belonging to the Lord. If your assessment is of a male from 20 years even to 60 years old, then your assessment shall be 50 shekels of silver by the shekel of the sanctuary. Or if the person is a female, then your assessment shall be 30 shekels. And if the person is from 5 years even to 20 years old, then your assessment for a male shall be 20 shekels, and for a female 10 shekels. But if the person is from a month even up to 5 years old, then your assessment shall be 5 shekels of silver for a male, and for a female your assessment shall be 3 shekels of silver. If the person is from 60 years old and upward, if a male, then your assessment shall be 15 shekels, and for a female 10 shekels. But if he is poorer than your assessment, then he shall be presented before the priest, and the priest shall assess him according to the means of the one who vowed. The priest shall assess him. Now, if it is an animal of the kind that one can present as an offering to the Lord, any such animal that one gives to the Lord shall be holy. He shall not replace it nor exchange it, a good for a bad or a bad for a good. Yet if he does exchange animal for animal, then both it and its substitute shall be holy. If, however, it is any unclean animal of the kind which one does not present as an offering to the Lord, then he shall place the animal before the priest, and the priest shall assess it as either good or bad. As you, the priest, assesses it, so shall it be. But if he should ever want to redeem it, then he shall add 1/5 of it to your assessment. Now if someone consecrates his house as holy to the Lord, then the priest shall assess it as either good or bad, As the priest assesses it, so shall it stand. Yet if the one who consecrates it should want to redeem his house, then he shall add 1/5 of your assessment price to it, so that it may be his. Again, if someone consecrates to the Lord part of the field of his own property, then your assessment shall be proportionate to the seed needed for it. A homer of barley seed at 50 shekels of silver. If he consecrates his field as of the year of Jubilee, according to your assessment, it shall stand. If he consecrates his field after the Jubilee, however, then the priest shall calculate the price for him proportionate to the years that are left until the year of Jubilee, and it shall be deducted from your assessment. If the one who consecrates it should ever want to redeem the field, then he shall add 1/5 of your assessment price to it, so that it may belong to him. Yet if he does not redeem the field, but has sold the field to another person, it may no longer be redeemed. And when it reverts into the Jubilee, the field shall be holy to the Lord, like a field banned from secular use. It shall be for the priest as his property. Or if he consecrates to the Lord a field which he has bought, which is not part of the field of his own property, then the priest shall calculate for him the amount of your assessment up to the year of Jubilee, and he shall on that day give your assessment as holy to the Lord. In the year of Jubilee, the field shall return to the one from whom he bought it, to whom the possession of the land belongs. Every assessment of yours, moreover, shall be by the shekel of the sanctuary. The shekel shall be 20 gerahs. However, a firstborn among animals, which as a firstborn belongs to the Lord, no one may consecrate. Whether ox or sheep, it is the Lord's. But if it is among the unclean animals, then he shall redeem it according to your assessment, and add to it 1/5 of it. And if it is not redeemed, then it shall be sold according to your assessment. Nevertheless, anything which someone sets apart to the Lord for destruction out of all that he has, of man or animal, or of the field of his own property, shall not be sold nor redeemed. Anything set apart for destruction is most holy to the Lord. No one who may have been set apart among mankind shall be ransomed. He must be put to death. Now all the tithe of the land, of the seed of the land, or of the fruit of the tree, is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord. If therefore someone should ever want to redeem part of his tithe, he shall add to it 1/5 of it. For every 10th part of herd or flock, whatever passes under the rod, the 10th one shall be holy to the Lord. He is not to be concerned whether it is good or bad, nor shall he exchange it. Yet if he does exchange it, then both it and its substitute shall become holy. It shall not be redeemed. These are the commandments which the Lord commanded Moses for the sons of Israel on Mount Sinai. And that concludes Leviticus. So we have made it through the first 3 books of Moses, the first 3 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. It's very exciting. So next week, of course, we will pick up with, as I said, Numbers chapter 1. And as always, please let me know if you have any prayer requests or praises you'd like to share. I love hearing from y'all. Good night.